Welcome to another Wisdom Podcast with Rabih Farhat with us today. He is a managing partner at Related. This podcast is brought to you by podpar.com. That is my podcasting agency. If you need help starting, scaling, or being invited to a podcast and monetizing podcasting, you can go to podpar.com. Rabih, welcome to the pod. Can you tell me a bit more about yourself and about Related Inc.?
Thank you, Charles. My name is Rabia, and I'm the founder and the managing partner of Related. Related is a 6 times award-winning MarTech agency, and we're specialized in loyalty and rewards program. We are present in Middle East region, so we service 5 main countries: Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, Iraq, Qatar, and we have a strong presence in Lebanon as well. Related is known for to create moments of happiness for customers around the region. So today we serve more than 25 million customers across our region throughout different industries, from mobile operators to banks, financial institutions, retailers, entertainment industry, F&B, utility company. So I'm really happy to be with you today to share some insights about the region and the industry, overall industry.
Yeah, well, let's start with your background. So how did you get there? What were the highlights of your career so far?
Well, I've been doing loyalty and rewards for the last maybe 22 years. I used to work for a well-known mobile operators in the region, and then 10 years ago, I was inspired by my journey, experience throughout these years with mobile operators, and I decided to found Related. The Related mission is to ensure these creation of moments of happiness or delights throughout the customer journey. So the inspiration was to not only deliver designs, but as well to see your product going live, to see your product making a change in customer experience, making the change in the industry, and even innovating around this topic. So we are proud today to say that the drive for our business is innovation and technology, and every year we have a new product that we launch in the market that is pretty much advanced when it comes to the loyalty and rewards technology. In the last 2 months, we were in Copenhagen and the TM Forum, and we have presented our latest technology, which is around the blockchain and Web 3.0. We have created a product that monetized the metaverse and creates rewards that is sustainable with time. Yes, this is what inspired us in the beginning, and the journey continue throughout our innovation and delivery excellence.
I'm curious to know, like, who do you target in terms of customer? Who's your ICP, and what exactly do you charge as prices?
Well, like I said, we started with mobile operators. That were our first target audience, if we can say that. So today we work with Ooredoo Telecom. Ooredoo is one of the largest ICT player in the world, present in more than 13 countries. So we help them deliver loyalty and reward solution through four countries or 4 of their operations. Then we have ventures into the financial industry and the fintech business, and we handle one of the biggest Islamic bank in the world, Kuwait Finance House, that was awarded the best technology in Europe and Middle East last year for the banking industry. Today we are focusing as well more on the entertainment, on the F&B business, on the retailer business, because it's a growing business in the Middle East region. So our charging prices varies, depends on the size of the business. So we have 3 tiers, if you want: the small businesses, the medium business, and the large enterprises. We have 3 types of services, which is the design and setup, or the consulting, if you may say that, then the technology, then the management. It starts for a technology setup, it can start from $50,000 up to $300,000, $400,000. For the technology itself, it can start from $200,000 and go up to $800,000, and then the management fees are a recurrent fees, or retainer fees. It depends on the number of resources that you will need to help you run your business. But mainly what we do in the managed service is that we make sure that the design we have put in place, the technology we're using is well leveraged, and that the KPIs that we put in place are well met. So we help them design their campaign, better engage with their customer. We help our clients acquire a merchant network or a partner network, if we can say that, and manage it accordingly. So this is the retainer fees can vary from $5,000 a month up to $40,000, $50,000 a month.
Cool. And tell me about MENA as a market. How is it different doing business there vs Europe or America?
Well, I'm gonna compare it a bit against America and Canada. Well, in the US and Canada are quite more advanced, or let's say the maturity level of loyalty and reward program is quite more advanced than the maturity level in the Middle East and Africa region, in the MEA region. But the good thing about the MEA region is there is a big appetite, a huge appetite today to use loyalty, the power of loyalty, to enhance customer experience, increase engagement with the brand, and create an everlasting loyalty, if we can say that. So the interesting part in the MEA region is that we're seeing growth year after year. We have monitored around 15% growth for the last 3 years, with big corporations or brands to invest more in loyalty programs and reward programs, to uplift their user experience and to spend more as a payback to create the stickiness and engagement and loyalty for their customer.
Right. And your clients, what industry precisely are they? You know, are they humongous brand? Does it matter their vertical, or do you specialize in some specific vertical?
We serve all verticals. So Related is across all verticals and industries. We are specialized with mobile operators and banks. We have a very unique project that we've launched in Saudi Arabia around within the utility industry, where we are part of the sustainability objective of that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is trying to achieve by 2030, which is reducing water consumption per capita. So we have created a very interesting and creative module where we incentivize consumer for their water consumption, to preserve their water consumption. The interesting part as well in the region, Charles, is that 65% of the population is under the age of 30. So the use of technology in loyalty and reward program is quite interesting, because this is a tech-savvy population. They're pretty much engaged with everything that goes around gamification, new technology adoption like blockchain and Web 3.0. The smartphone penetration is over 100%. So everyone have a smartphone. The e-gaming industry is quite popular in our region. So all of these aspects, if you want, make the loyalty and reward, especially the technology around it, very challenging, but at the same time, very promising, because innovation pays off in the region.
Right. And what do you foresee for the future in terms of MEA? There's Dubai that is growing quite fast, and United Arab Emirates. There's Saudi and Riyadh, where I believe you spend a lot of your time. Where do you see these countries being on the economic roadmap in the next decade or so?
Well, I believe that the future of the region is, the future is in this region with the complete modesty compared to other other markets. There is big investments and big budgets that are been let's say planned for this part of the world. UAE, let's say, it's gonna be in the coming 5 years gonna be one of the top 10 countries in the metaverse investment and the Web 3.0 investment. So this is really huge, and we believe that the product we're delivering today in the UAE will be part of this growing ecosystem and promising ecosystem. If you go to Saudi, Saudi is one of the fastest growing economy today. We see mega projects, sometimes unreal projects that are being delivered, and they're attracting, globally, everyone from Europe, from the US, to be part of this really revolution in this country. There is big investments, especially with governments, especially with destination marketing, like mega projects where they're really investing in customer experience and creating loyalty and creating top-of-notch visitor experience and customer experience in the country. So I believe that we are in the right market, we are in the right countries where the future is ours. And it's very promising, especially when it comes to innovation, investments, and funding for these ideas.
Right. And in terms of percentages, what do you guys do the most? Is it advisory? Is it done for you? Like, how much does it separate it in terms of percentage of offering?
Well, when we started in 2014, advisory used to present 90% of our revenue, maybe a bit more. Today, advisory represent only 40% of our revenue, and the other 40% is technology. Our technology is quite advanced. It's an award-winning technology, and it's quite scalable and modular, with a lot of gamification, with a lot of modules that are pretty much advanced. So, and the remaining one is for managed service. So it's 40, 20, let's say.
And what would your growth objectives be in 2024?
Our growth objective that we've started this path, by the way. We believe in the power of partnership, and for the last 2 years we have built very powerful partnerships with larger groups of technology companies, with big fintech players, payment solutions, POS solutions, and with other mobile operators as well. So I believe in the power of partnership, and I think our growth plan for 2024 is to increase these access to these partners, to integrate our solution part of a wider and a bigger customer experience, if you want, a solution, and basically to have a higher reach and bigger reach to more clients and more brands.
What does your day-to-day look like as a managing partner?
Well, it depends. It depends. In this region, you have a seasonality, we call it seasonality now. The day-to-day is quite overwhelmed, is quite busy. These are the end of year. Everyone is budgeting for 2024, or we're delivering the 2023 budget. So it's quite busy, a lot of travels, a lot of markets that we need to cover. But then you go through times that are really, you feel that the right thing to do is to be an entrepreneur, because you can spend sometimes by the beach and sometimes vacationing, and that happens especially during summertime, where the heat is a bit unbearable, if I can say that. So I think that my day-to-day as an entrepreneur in this region is quite interesting. A lot of learnings, a lot of international companies that they want to enter the market, that they get in touch with you because you have the local experience and the market experience. A lot of promising projects sometimes got delays, but they're always part of their agenda. And what's beautiful about this region is there is a roadmap and there is a strategy. Countries like UAE and Saudi Arabia build strategies for 15, 20 years ahead. So it's nice to see that you can be part of a vision that lasts for more than 15 and 20 years. So you can keep yourself busy by preparing for new product and evolving your product and offering.
Any loyalty tips that you have for mid-sized businesses in the technology field?
For the mid-sized business, and we've been really, in contact with many mid-sized business, and I know that all of them has a budget concern, or basically they prefer not to invest in a reward program that they perceive it as a cost center, and they move into investment that are for some, they believe, more core product that might help them build their business or build their sales capability. I will tell them that they need to start, and they need to start today. Start small. You don't need to have these big budgets to build your own reward program, but rewards program, especially for small businesses in the region, will help them in their acquisition activities, will help them much more in their retention activity, and will help them uplift their customer experience. There are a lot of tools, a lot of SaaS product today in the region that are visible. Use them. Go for a subscription base. Start small, get bigger whenever you see the value out of it. Don't forget that technology today sits at the forefront of your business and of the innovation. There are a lot of tools other than the pointing engine that you can use. Gamification is quite efficient in the acquisition, in the engagement, in the retention. Move into blockchain technology, use AI, generative AI, and AI in general to predict your customer behavior and to know what your customer wants before he knows it himself. And especially with all the restriction around data privacy, you need to build your own reward program to make sure that you have access to first-party data, and then later on you can use it not only for retention but for cross-sell and upsell. So my advice for small and medium business is to start today, because they are already late, and not to be afraid of budget, but try to customize, to choose a SaaS out of the box and later on to evolve it according to their need.
What challenges have you faced so far? How have you surmounted these, and what new challenges do you predict from happening in the next couple of years?
Well, in the beginning, the challenges was to convince top management that loyalty and rewards program are a main pillar or a main competitive edge that they need to have part of their offering. It was not on the agenda of CEOs, neither on the CCOs. I believe that today, loyalty, especially what we've been seeing for the last 2 years, is on their top agenda, is on top priority for every year. So this is a challenge that we were able to overcome by building awareness, by investing a lot on the benefits of loyalty and rewards program, by being present in many summits, webinars, exhibitions, and to always talk about the power and the benefits out of the loyalty program. So I think today we sit on the agendas of the C-level, the C-suite, and we're part of their roadmap. The challenges that I oversee or the future challenges will be that today, because we became an important part of, or an eminent part in the agenda of these large enterprises, I think there are a lot of players who wants to enter the market. You see from all over the world companies that they are investing heavily in building or opening offices in the region and trying to offer. So this is the challenge. The market will be overcrowded, if I want to say, by a lot of service provider, a lot of technology provider. The way I see it we will overlook it is by remaining relevant to our customer, remaining relevant to the market, to the countries we work in, because there is a lot of specifications in this market that only who have been here for the last 20 years understand them. Keep innovating, keep evolving and try to work a bit on the pricing part and make it accessible to everyone, because at the end of the day, our objective is to democratize the loyalty and reward solution and make it accessible to every business.
Nice, Rabih. Where can people find out more about you?
I'm quite active on LinkedIn, so please feel free to follow me, Rabih Farhat. I'm on LinkedIn. I publish a lot of point of views, article. We contribute to a lot of interesting summits. I sit on many judging panels of some regional and international, award organizations. So please follow me for more tips, more info, and keep tuned for my end of year point of view, which will be quite interesting this year.
That was Rabih Farhat and Charles Cormier for another CEOWisdompodcast.com.